Hi, I'm Brenda. Welcome to my channel, the Empress and the Sun Tarot. I'm gonna just adjust the lighting a little bit. So she said for some reason it looks really dark on that side, and we're just gonna see if we can make it a little better. Not very sunshiny today. So we are going to begin with a general energy update, and then we will get into some questions. We would like to thank everyone for joining us today. Welcome. We're going to start with an energy card. The energy is flowing a little strong right now, so Celia is ready to give some messages. So I wish everyone to take a deep breath and just be open to whatever messages want to come out. Sometimes we give a message to another person that you can get a little tidbit out of. So just be open to the messages of other people while we are doing this. And we are doing a general read. And with that, please just take whatever resonates and leave the rest. So we're just going to shuffle a couple times and then we're going to begin. We hope everyone is having a fantastic day. I can't believe November is almost over, and we are so near the end of the year as well. So congratulations, Julie. We're assuming that I got distinction means a good thing, so we are glad to hear that for you. So look, everybody's proud of you, Julie. Keep it going. So we are going to start with this is just a general collective reading, so please take whatever resonates and leave the rest. Thank you so much. And the first card that came out is the card of the elementals, which is nature spirits, and the four elements, which is earth, wind, air, and fire, and how we work with all of those, all of the elements. You may think you don't have a planet or anything in a particular element, but it's in a house. So it definitely, all the elements affect you. And then we get the card of journey guide, travel, change in location is needed. And then the underlying energy is Archangel Phanuel, which is hope, optimism, and a new beginning. And then we get the card of mindfulness. Well, congratulations, Julie. The universe does like to surprise and delight you. And we are going to use the chakra card, Celia says. I knew there was a reason she had me put them back on the desk. So we are just going to see what message wants to come out today. Okay, and the current energy is the High Priestess. Are you getting a lot of messages, a lot of downloads? Julie, it feels like you got a big download, of something you weren't aware of. But look, you had that inner knowledge. You knew the answers. Because we feel like when you were doing your answers, you were following your inner guidance, like which you picked the answer that we feel like you didn't overthink. And we feel like that's what it's saying right now. Spend time in listening to the guidance and not overthinking. The Knight of Swords is the fastest moving energy in the deck. And it's also about your thoughts. So where are you letting your thoughts go? Because we feel like it's saying, take a moment, don't speak, be with your thoughts, have that aha moment for yourself. Oh, hold on. I want to see what this person's true intentions are. If you want to see what someone's true intentions are, zip it. And you would be surprised at how quick people show you who they are. The Eight of Pentacles, and that is the work in seeing that. People are always trying, sometimes when somebody shows us something that's a red flag, a lot of times we try to, oh, that can't be this, that can't be. It is. People show you who they are. And that's a really strong message for somebody, that somebody is showing you who they are. Maybe when you go on a trip with them, you get to see somebody's true, oh, totally. If you travel with someone, that's the best way to travel with somebody and see how you cohesively work together with that. The past is the Eight of Cups, which is about walking the spiritual path. And sometimes on that spirit, like she looks alone, and sometimes on the spiritual path, you're alone. And sometimes we are like, I was listening to something a little bit ago, and sometimes we think having some relationship is better than no relationship. And that's so not true. Sometimes we have to be alone to go through this upgrade process of this High Priestess. The headspace, the Four of Pentacles. The Pentacles are about holding, like he can't hold anything else. He's holding himself back. As you're holding on to what you expect of somebody, that they can't change or surprise you. They're going to be right where you left that energy with them. And sometimes maybe that's saying you're holding yourself back for moving on. Are you holding yourself back from this new beginning because you're having thoughts of an old person? I feel like more and more this is maybe twin flame. We get another card, the Eight of Wands, which is about communication. So we have the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands so far in the reading. So eights, are that infinity symbol, that twin flame energy, you mirror back and forth. And sometimes, as you decide to let go of this and say, you know what, I'm going to pull my energy back and I'm going to focus on me for a minute and go within and meditate and work on myself. A lot of communication is coming, and that's back and forth. And a lot of times that's you and source. Are you open to that? And we feel like the current environment is the Page of Swords. And you know what? Sometimes the Page of Swords does not speak the message. They get the message, but they're not speaking the message. Are you being authentically you? Are you holding yourself back? She said, are you the one doing it? Because she's holding her sword up, but she's actually not taking the action forward that needs to be taken from the heart. She's like, that's heart chakra. The action you need to take from your heart. Are you taking that action? Are you loving yourself? Are you balancing your masculine and feminine? Yesterday we had the full moon in Gemini, which is represented as the Lover's card, with Gemini. Gemini is about the relationship. It's also the opposite energy of Gemini, is Sag, which is a little more carefree and free and a little bit, you lie to me. I'm a Sag. You lie to me once, I'm done. Done. I'm just and the thing is, what's crazy is I know it's going to happen. I have the intuition to know it. I give you every opportunity not to do it. And then if you do it, you know what? Done. And Sag is that way. So we feel like it's saying, take a moment. People show you who they are. If somebody has shown you who they are and you're still trying to pull that energy forward with you, you're dragging a dead weight. Let it go. As soon as you do, and have the balance of your masculine and your feminine and your self-love, you can bring this new opening and opportunity in, this new communication. A lot of times on this twin flame journey, and anybody that's watching me that's a twin flame will just say, I had a catalyst. As having that catalyst, a lot of the people that find me find my channel have a catalyst. So if you previously had a catalyst, sometimes we're dragging that person forward. I'm waiting. They're married. They're with this. They're with that. You got to let it go. You got to focus on you and your journey. You got to work on this. And that's the only one that's a solar plexus chakra right now, which is about your confidence, your personal, where do you value yourself? Where do you, Where do you think you are worthy and deserving? So, the hopes and fears card, the devil, the inverse actually of the energy of the lovers, the toxic energy of it. Are you afraid to let that person go? Are you afraid to let that, ego go? Because the one thing that puts you out of balance the most, the ego. She's like the ego. And the outcome is the Nine of Wands, which is about putting up a boundary. But you know what? She's got her 8 wands there, and she's still carrying that other one. She is shining the light, being the beacon, saying, "Hey, this is what I did. This is what I've learned. This is what I know." And we get the King of Pentacles, we get the Three of Wands, we get the Six of Wands, and we get the Judgment card. In the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords, which is walking away from all that energy that's not serving you. If you were focused on a person from the past in any kind of way besides I love them and in the right time, if it's meant to be, it'll work out, it's going to come back. Otherwise, you're having toxic energy. If you are waiting and missing and when will this person come back? When will they come back? You know what? They can't come back because you're missing them. She's like, they can't come back. If you want to let them in, you have to let it go. Like you have to surrender it and trust. If it's meant to be, it's going to come back. She said, we're going to get a Celia card, but we feel like she said we had all the chakras. So it's about finding your personal balance. And we were telling Dave today, you know what? You got to work on the bottom 3. You open your heart with source. You do that through the dark night of the soul. The top 3 source does. You don't have to do it. So it's asking you, surrender to service and be of service. It's like today, be of service, surrender to service. How can I be of the most service today? When we came today, that's our intention when we come and do a live, to be of service. This morning I woke up to a message, somebody sending me a message, I need you, wanting free services from me at 6 a.m. nonetheless. And I recommended that they go to my website and book something, and they went to my website and then sent me a message from there and was trying to still get a reading. And we had to literally be blunt and put a boundary up and say, I need an even energy exchange. If you want me to channel a person in the non-physical, this is my boundary. And like that outcome, I did my boundary today. Are you putting up a boundary with somebody that's like showing you who they are? This person, as soon as I said equal energy exchange, no more messages. So that shows their intention. And when somebody shows you their intention, you have to truly not come from an ego place. Like, where are you? Like, and that happened so I could have this talk today. Like, about having a boundary. A lot of times we don't like having a boundary. We try to be helpful to a lot of people, and I'm trying to be helpful to a lot of people, but there has to be a limit to that. I mean, so Miss Beatrice, how are you doing today? Hi, Julie. Congratulations, Julie. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Miss Shirley. How y'all doing? Yeah, you have to put that boundary up. Sometimes we don't like to have to do that, and her comment was on my page. Well, you did a channeling for me and you stopped the reading and channeled me for an hour. I want you to do that again. Sorry, but that's not how I work. So I'm having self-love and having to have boundaries. So that seems like the lesson of the week. Where are you letting go of control? And after honestly, after I did that, you know what happened? Dave come and said, he called my name and I said, oh, you have our thing for our Christmas trip. And he's like, yep. So when you that was instantly the universe showing me where my energy was. I passed the test. So it's like, okay, here's the little gifty for doing the work. And honestly, that's how, and I wasn't doing that because of that. I was doing it because I needed to have the boundary. For one, at 6 a.m., if you want to talk to me, that's not the time. Just saying. So, anyway, my rant over. And that's Miss Beatrice, what it was about me loving myself. So, Miss Beatrice, do you have a question? We love that we're seeing you here. Have you been doing any readings? We are going to be working on the, later today, we're going to record the December readings. And then over the next couple of days, we are going to be working on 2024 readings for each sign. And we are going to go in depth on those, and we'll post a little clip on the channel, but the rest are going to be in the membership. So of the zodiac reading. So Miss Beatrice, what does the weather have to do with reading? Oh, thank you. If you would like, we can read for each other. But we will get a quick message now. But oh, the weather. You want to know what the energy, your energy. How do you feel when the weather's not great? Some people really love to do readings when it's like really stormy out and they can channel all that energy in. So it's just about what you believe. I hear it's about what you believe. So, but do you have a question? Have you been having like storms? Oh, okay. Is that the new energy we feel? Oh, we were talking yesterday about you having your new start. Well, you get the first card of stillness. And then you get the card of freedom, which is a bluebird. And the bottom of the deck is the change card, which for me is about dreaming. Miss Beatrice, do you see bluebirds? Do you see like we have a lot of blue jays in the summer, and I have a picture of a blue jays one of my patients had painted for me that I have in my office. That is a message about I know the blue jays are protectors, but we feel like the birds are trying to give you a message. Listen to them. So it's like the birds. Oh. And you get the card of Be in the Now, the moon activation with Gemini, and you get the card of True Love, and you get the card of Transformation in Progress. We were going to grab tarot, but apparently Celia wanted to use hers first. So we like the, yes, this is the partner you seek. We have bluebirds, and they I think lay eggs 2 or 3 times during the summer. So they have cycles, like they'll come and they'll be in the birdhouse and then they'll leave, and then a little while later they'll some more. So it's about the cycle and the pattern of it all, and know that you are undergoing major changes. Be easy on yourself. Get lots of rest and drink extra water. And Miss Beatrice, you get the cards of the Five of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. But you know what? In this Five of Pentacles, he's walking behind her, but we feel like it's saying, I feel like it's saying you have to let go of your negative thoughts of, is this my person? Because that's causing this energy from the past. Where is this in your past that you got to let go of? You have a contract with that person. Three of Pentacles contract. For me, you know, that Three of Pentacles a lot to me, Dave and Celia, especially in that Light Seers deck. But she's like, you gotta let go of that worry. Say, if this is meant for me, let it be easy, and have faith and trust. Like, you have a soul contract with that person. King of Cups, the Fool, the Six of Swords, moving in a different direction by finding your balance and knowing, have fun, be easy, but be light with it, you know. Let it be easy. So he's like, have that dream space and fun, and know that you can have, like, you put it all in your vortex as you've had every relationship in the past. You put this one in the vortex. So congratulations, Miss Beatrice. Go slow, let it have fun, let it be easy. Yes, just be like, I'm gonna let it be easy. Let it be, you know, let him pursue. Like, let hot pursuit happen. I heard hot pursuit, so we are now gonna move on, and I'm gonna crack my window open a little more because Miss Beatrice, that's gonna get really hot because I just got really hot. Like, you are welcome. Have the most wonderful day. And anyone that's still here, because all I see on my screen is Miss Beatrice, please drop a comment. Let me know you're here, and so you will pick our next person. We are just going as Celia guides. So okay. Oh, Miss Beatrice, tell me about the dream. Yeah, I hear. What was the dream about? Thank you, Dave, for moderating. We appreciate you. Hi, Miss Corinne. How are you? Miss Corinne, what's going on with you? Thank you for the donation to the channel. We greatly appreciate you. Did you go on your trip? Someday I'm going to do these on my Instagram, and that way we can talk to each other someday, because we think we enjoy that. Dave, we are now going to do Corinne. We're just waiting on her questions. And Sister Girl, how are you doing today? No nervous, excited. We teach our, sometimes we just think the wrong, excited. Just be excited. Oh, you're an advocate. What are you an advocate for? We're an advocate as well for joy and happiness. So, Corinne, do you have questions about your trip? Okay, a general for Corinne. I know research has come very far with that, sister girl. So we get the angels of the 7 chakras for you, Corinne. Power, faith, or power, truth, and connection. So be definitely balanced in your energy. And you get the card of connection, which is connection, contract, commitment, or partnership. And then you get the card of heart healing. So so we feel like, Corinne, it's saying that your trip is going to go phenomenal. I know we're excited. We are going, we're doing Sonona in a couple of weeks. So you get the Ace of Pentacles that wanted to jump out. The High Priestess. Meditate, have that all knowing that everything is working out. A new cycle is beginning. The King of Swords is very clear on what he wants and very divinely guided. You have been doing the work, getting the information from the High Priestess. You're moving the wheel forward. Then you get the Eight of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, the Empress. We don't like the Five of Pentacles here. And the strength. You have the strength to not, it's not going to repeat itself, Corinne. The past is not, you have to heal it. No, that's not coming back. Like, let go of that confusion. Like, I have done the work, Source. I am ready for the new beginning. Like, you have been doing the work. You've worked hard on that transformation. So be in the Sag energy of fun and easy and let go of the lack. No, everything is working out just like it's supposed to. Got 10 of Swords. Put those thoughts down. The 7 of Swords under that. Corinne, you get 2 cards. First card you get is True Love, which is, yes, this is the partner you seek. And you get my favorite card recently, Let It Be Easy. Mantra of the day. If this is meant for me, let it be easy. And then the creativity sparked, which is deep dive into that project. The time is now. So know that now is the time for this new opportunity, this new connection, this new beginning. No, now. Corinne, between now and Friday, we want you to gratitude list about what you want to come out of this. What are you grateful for today, and what are you grateful for about this person, and like gratitude for the future. I am grateful for the, like when Dave and I go on a trip or go anywhere, when we're on the way, not even to our destination, I am so grateful and thankful. Thank you for the wonderful trip. Thank you for the wonderful vacation. And like, I am grateful before we go, like, for that. So like, be grateful for what you want to come out of this. And as you're being grateful, that's the thing that's going to heal the lack. Because you deserve this. She's like, you deserve this. Because you know you've been doing all that work, Corinne. We know you've been doing the work. I channel my guide Celia, so yeah, it's like you get to be in charge of it. Like, let go of that fear. The cycles change. You've done all this work, Corinne. How much work have we done together? So he's like, come on, how much work have we done together? You deserve this. Like, you just have to trust. Trust. But oh, sister girl, I channel my guide Celia. She's my bridge to source. So and she has a lot of energy flowing through me. So can we get you next? And thank you for donating, Corinne. We greatly appreciate you. And it sounds really, really good. We want full report when we the next time next week when you come back. I feel like we will see you before you go on your trip. I don't had to think what day it was. So Cecilia's in the now. She doesn't always know what day it is. So oh, you want me to tell you where you found me? I am a twin. Dave, Big Wave Sound Therapy, is my husband and my twin flame. But you know what? Before I had Dave, you know what I had? I had what's called a catalyst, which started me on the twin flame journey to teach me my worth. Many people that find me have what a catalyst, just because that's my story. So, Corinne, I was honestly telling Dave this morning that we like to do the readings for the people because sometimes people are on and we read who Celia's guides us to read. And we love to read for you, Corinne, because we know you value the word of Celia and you take it to heart and you do the work. Like, so we love that for you. So we are, oh, my laundry's done. So we are going to get some messages for you. And another thing, my guide Celia, for one, have you ever heard of Dr. Joe Dispenza? I don't know. I'm getting a message. So have you ever heard of Dr. Joe Dispenza? Dr. Joe, he believes you can raise your vibration high enough, you can do spontaneous healing physically. So that's a message from Celia. So have you ever heard of him? You might look at him. Sometimes he does different things, but his work is really about meditating and it's 11:44. I'm channeling, so it's 100%. Like I was talking to my son the other day, and he asked me, he's like, "Who's Celia?" And I said, "My guide," and he said, "You sound different when you're channeling her," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know." But anyway, check out Joe Dispenza. He does a lot of like the science behind the awakening journey in a little different way. But Dave and I were watching a little thing on him last night, and like that just flashed back like of him. So check him out. My guide Celia is all about your self-love. So if you want to focus your energy somewhere to be of the most benefit for you, self-love. Self-love. Thank you, Corinne. Do you have another question? And you get the card of illumination, which is in this, and a lot of times it's about the imagery. in this card, it looks like it can be a little bit of a dark time, but you know what? The sun is going to come out and shine, and you get the card of security. So, sister girl, what spiritual gifts do you have? What do you do? Yeah. So he's like, what do you do? What else? Do you do cards? Do you do Reiki? If you don't do Reiki, it might be a good thing for you to learn. You could do it on yourself. That can kind of help clear stuff. Not no more. Oh. Well, you get the card of the Wheel of Fortune, and right now Jupiter is in retrograde, I think for another month. It's in Taurus, which is about the things you value, and that Sag energy. So it's trying, like, as you find your balance, and like she's balanced and she's focused on her. Do you meditate? Oh, I meditate. Meditate. Because you know how I channel my guide? I feel like you could do the same. Because you get the Seven of Wands, which in this card is about meditating and guarding your energy and like putting yourself in a protective bubble. And then you get the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups can definitely be about a third party energy, and the Three of Pentacles is about a contract. But it can go a couple of ways, because we feel like you are meant to do so much more than you're doing. Because for me, this is the card, and Celia calls which deck I use. This card is me and Dave and Celia working together. Dave thinks I can read his mind. We just share the same guide because we're twins, so I can kind of channel his energy. So, and the Three of Cups there we're feeling is about you helping the community, is part of your contract. Do you know where your North Node is? Do you know where your Chiron is? Chiron is the key on your birth chart, and we feel like that will bring you some clarity. Do you know where your North Node is? That's your mission in this lifetime. Oh, Leo. That means your South Node is in Aquarius. What house? In Leo, that's about shining your light. Like Leo, like I'm a Leo moon, so I know that. So I'm like, it's about you, like, and me and Dave were just talking about Leo. His North Node's in the 5th house, and that's about, Leo is the fun stuff and all, but you know what Leo also is? Leo is, the sun. Leo is, the strength card. You have that. You have to get out there and shine your light. Yeah, we're curious what house that's in. Hey, Dave, here, delete that off of there for me. And then can you just send me an email with your stuff? And then we'll send you an email back. I feel like so much that it's in like, I want to say probably your 3rd or your 6th house, because I feel like it's definitely about like communication, maybe like for part of your work, because you said you're an advocate, like, which is totally that Aquarius energy of your South Node, which is the things you're used to. Like, you're used to being that advocate for other people. Are you an advocate for yourself? It's a whole lot easier to be an advocate for another person. Yeah. Well, Dave's got your information, so send me an email so I can send you something back. Because we've done some stuff on Chiron in the North Node, and we're always up to help somebody. And today we feel like that's you. And that was confirmation. You, today we're here for you. You are welcome. We are going to jump back to Corinne's question. Thank you, Corinne, for donating and being patient. Remember this man. You know what? If he does try to do anything, it's just going to make you look that much more desirable. And you know what? He's not going to do that. He is not going to want to call in some protection around you, and make sure you give yourself a little buffer. Clear your energy of him, purification, and then you get the card of abundance. No worries. He doesn't want to reveal himself like that. We feel like he would not, Corinne, he gonna protect himself, so he is not. He may sit and he may cast energy at you. That's why it's saying protection. Call in a protective bubble around you before you go. Say, you know, I ask Archangel Michael to place me in a protective bubble. Literally all you have to say. The sun, happiness. This is your happiness. Walk away from the burden. Forget about that person. We all have a past, and this new person ain't going to think anything about that. And say, you know what? I found out. And be open with this person about the other person. Like, totally, like, complete disclosure. It's honestly, because best policy, complete disclosure. He may think about it, but you know what? Because there's that potential there. But you know what? We feel like he's not going to do that. So walk away from that and focus on what's going to make you happy. Still that 10 of Wands right there. She's like, just focus on what's going to make you happy. And you know what? That person's going to see you happy and not want to mess that up for you. Because if they truly had any feelings for you at all, they're going to want to see you happy, even if it's not with them. And we don't think they're going to risk whoever they're at the party with anyway. We feel like they may not be alone. So we hear no worries. No worries, Corinne. And we greatly appreciate you and thank you for donating. Hey, Dave, have you got that chart yet? He's normally really good about it. I'm just curious where her Chiron is. Oh, because he asked AM or PM. Okay. Thank you, my love. Okay, we are moving on. Oh no, what did I do? Okay. Yeah, and if you focus on that worry, you're going to have, like, that's probably part of that lack over here, with, like, your worry. Let go of that worry. When we did the first part of the reading for you, she's like, let go of that. But we feel like he's going to come with somebody, so he's not going to want to take the time to. So, hi, Miss Shirley. How are you doing? Okay, we will ask about I hear we're in sad season, Shirley. No reason to worry. Well, you get a couple of cards. The first card is letting go of urgency, surrender, freedom from time constraints. And you get the card of the ancestors, which is historical connections and purposes, which we feel is about maybe your family karma with the ancestors there. And then you get the card of prosperity, the yellow brick road. So, is that your belief when you started that it would be tough? Because honestly, you know what? When I was starting my channel, you know what Dave told me when I was very first starting? It takes about a year to get monetized. That's his belief. You know how long it took me to get monetized? A year. And it's because you're worried about it. You know what? If you have time, she's like, are you writing every day? Are you focusing on doing the things you love every day? Or are you stressing? Like, the more you try to control and like worry, like, yeah, like it says, let go of urgency. She's like, try. It doesn't serve you because then that's what you attract. Law of attraction. You're literally just whatever you're focusing on, going to get it back to you. Like, that's honestly, I promise. Like, you get the card of abundance and success. Are you like, I was literally ready to give up and go back to work as a therapist. And you know what? And then boom, I got monetized. And boom, I'm starting to make some money with it. And you know, that's picking up. And the more I do it, the more that's going to happen. And the more I know and trust in the universe taking care of me, it's going to happen. Like, the same with you. But like, you get right here. It's right here for you. And the card under that is karmic or past life guides, karmic lessons, present assistance. Call in your ancestors. Are you looking at family patterns with money? How are family patterns with love? You know, a lot of times those are intertwined. How do my parents, aunts, uncles, cousins, grandparents, how does my lineage do love? How does it do, you know? Yes, and just know that it's going to work out, like, in the right time. Like, as long as you worry, you're putting out negative energy towards your business. I listen to a lot of Abraham, and she says before you see the first sign in the physical, it's 99% done. Like, and this is part of your dark night of the soul. About healing it. And honestly, we listened to Michael Meerdad, which is from the Global Center of Christ Consciousness in Sedona. It's and he speaks on it, and literally he's talking about when you're going through this heart chakra activation, how it's literally burns you to the ground. Like, it's every lesson that you've had to learn, or have you learned the lesson? Do you know your self-worth? And that's always what it comes down to: your self-worth, your value. Oh, Dave, she said she sent me an email, so who knows? AM. So AM, it's in your first house of Sag. Oh, so the wound of self. Yeah. We would love we would love to offer you a free reading. A one-on-one. I want to talk to you. I want to see you and I want to talk to you. Um yeah. Oh, so she's at the very beginning of Sag. Oh, and surely the only card that wanted to come out is the Eight of Swords, and we got the Ten of Wands on the bottom, which is letting go of the burden and trusting. So I will send you an email and we can work on a time that works for both of us. But surely you gotta. It's literally like she's looking at all that chaos and look. Really, is there anything happening with her? Like, Miss Beatrice, I can't follow a schedule. I have to do it based on when my energy is. Sometimes on Monday, my energy is meant for me to do not this. It just depends on like where my like. I have learned. I follow my inspiration. I don't follow a schedule. Ask Dave. There is nothing on my schedule. Like we get up and we hot tub. Like that's about the only thing on my schedule. Like I don't do anything else by a schedule at all. Just because I'm to that point, like I've had to surrender like everything. And no, that. But like if I go, like me and Dave were talking, if I'm not in the right energy, I can't. Like sometimes I'll schedule to do it, and then my energy gets thrown out of whack, and then I'm just like can't do it. I'm like here, I'll push it back a little and see if I can work it out. But if Celia's saying we're not doing it, we're not doing it. You are very welcome, Miss Shirley. It's all going to work out. You just got to surrender. You got to have faith. And and the gratitude, if you're having gratitude, to have gratitude is one thing, but if you're trying to have gratitude to try to manifest, then it makes it a little wonky. Like so. Anyway. Oh, what deck did you get, Miss Beatrice? We just got us and I'm feeling called to tell you about this, Miss Beatrice. Check out this deck. Oh yeah. Magdalene Rose deck. He does, but he also knows your vibration, and you can only manifest where your vibration is. Like you manifest it where your vibration is. If you're in worry, that's lower vibration, and you're just going to manifest at that level. I mean, Source does know right where your heart is, but you know what Source knows else? Right where your vibration is. So, They are. I'm really called to them. But for Miss Beatrice, we're called to, you want a card? You want a card from these? Celia had me get them, so it must be a card for you. Because literally, I just use these personally for me. Yeah. When you're anxious and worried, you know what it means? You're not having faith in Source. Miss Shirley, you are a child of God. He is going to take care of you. But that low vibration will just bring more of that. I used to always, when my kids were little, say the Lord will provide, you know, and that truly can. I'm only offering Miss Beatrice one. I'm besides that not reading out of my own personal deck. I just was called to give Miss Beatrice one. Yes, the Lord will provide. I can't remember how many times I've said that. So Miss Beatrice, Celia wants you to have a card from the Magdalene Rose deck. She's like very specific. So like that's the first thing we do. We have coffee and hot tub and we talk and I channel, and that's just like what we that's how we start our day. Like, yes. In the hot tub there are no cards. It's just channeling. Half the time I have half the message out before I pull the first card. So, absolutely. So, Miss Shirley, she's not going to let me, or Miss Beatrice, she's not going to let me get a card until you say yes. So, okay. She's like, not till you say yes, literally. You get the card of Christia, which we're going to read. Number 37, so that goes back to a 1. And then we're going to give you the message of it. Oh, it's time. Whatever you've been holding back, wherever you're not being fully stepping into the sacred purpose of your life, the Christia herself is saying, no more facilitating, no more putting it off. You are in for an acceleration. You are being called into your full power now. Hey, Miss Beatrice. I think it's time. It's time for you to come out of hiding, whatever that means for you. This isn't the time to dim your light or avoid your feminine magic. For thousands of years, we felt unsafe being in our feminine bodies, unsafe to be leaders, unsafe to practice our wisdom, because we are slaughtered for walking the way of the rose, the way of love. It's now time to step into your feminine leadership in your relationships, your family, your job. Use your voice. Call others to their heart and inner knowing by embodying these qualities yourself. Leadership isn't what you think. Leadership is being in the presence of your love. You're ready to embody the next level of your spiritual maturation, not only internally, but also how you show up in the world. The Christia is awakening within you and is with you. You are being called a way shower and a watchtower woman, the emissary of love. How this unfolds in your life is for you to discern. How will you be called to the 10,000 names of the goddesses as the 144 names of love? Consider this. Where do you keep yourself hidden? What closet are you being asked to step out of? The time is now. So, Miss Beatrice, I bought it on Amazon. I was like really called to it. We were mentioning Michael Murdad, Mirdad. He is the spiritual leader at the Global Center for Christ Consciousness in Sedona. He has channeled the information of what's called the Daughters of Heaven, which is a special light worker group that is meant to carry the divine feminine energy. I resonate with it. I read the book and I resonate, and I feel I am one. And Miss Beatrice, apparently we are called to tell you about this deck because we were called to get that deck as part of that. So look up the Global Center for Christ Consciousness, Michael Murdad, Mirdad. They have service on Sundays. He combines the spiritual with the religion and like puts it all together in such an amazing way. We're going to Sedona. We can't wait to the Global Center for Christ Consciousness. Actually, we're extending it 1 day extra our trip so we can go twice. Just because I wanted to go again. So Miss Beatrice, check that out. But this is my own personal deck. I never use it on my channel. Probably never going to use it again on my channel. But Celia said to show you the Magdalene Rose Oracle by Elaine CeliaGuidance. So, like normally, because we just got those as a personal deck for us because I was called to it, and Celia said share my information. So, we just, that's why we like being in the office too, because then I can just get any of my decks. Oh, you live in Georgia? Oh, we're coming through there. We're coming through there at the end of December. Thank you, Miss Beatrice. Yeah, clearly a second message for you to help us bring you the happiness. So, we have been on for about an hour. So I think we are going to take a little break. Thank you, Corinne, for donating. If you're watching this later, we know she comes back and timestamps her. So thank you, Corinne, for donating to the channel. We greatly appreciate it. And we will be back tomorrow. Everyone have a wonderful day. Bye.